Hey guys, it's Dr. Nicosia Arnell, aka Techie SLP, and today we are really focusing on reading comprehension skills. Now, I've brought you to another fun find. It's a great website that you can use to work on reading comprehension, vocabulary, predictions, any language-based activity. Now, it's called StoryLine Online. And if you haven't heard of the website, it's basically a website that is a library of books read by celebrities, whether they're an actor, whether they're like a politician, whether they're like a poet, anyone who's in the limelight. And so you can see they have a plethora of stories that you can look at within it. Now, I'm going to take us to when Picasso met Matisse, and it's read by Eric Close. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly or not, but I know he's a wonderful actor that I've enjoyed for many years. So, a few things you can see it's a video recorded book, so it's actually a person reading the physical book to children. And you have many options, but before we even get into the video, let's take a look at the teacher's guide. This is what I really appreciate about this website. As a teacher, as a parent, as a speech language pathologist, or any type of educator, this is a great resource. So you can see I've opened it up, the teacher's guide. And it tells you, who this book is made for. It's for children who are between kindergarten and second grade. And it gives you a little synopsis of the story as well as the different themes within the story. So for this story, the themes are art, friendship, competition, and overcoming problems. And we all have problems, right? If we're alive, we have problems, no matter who you are. Now, what I like about it is it also gives you the Common Core standard for this specific book, and it gives you what the objective is within the story. So you follow through the procedures. You can introduce Pablo Picasso and Henry Matisse, show paintings by each of the artists, and discuss it. So you can actually just Google this. Just do a straight up Google search and find out about the artists. And then you go through and you do some defining. So for instance, in step 2, it says explain the word feud. And then in step 3, you're going to introduce the story and ask the students or your client to make some predictions. Now, while you're viewing the movie, you're actually going to be looking for what the problem is and finding a solution for it. Okay. And so then you can pose questions to them, to your students, such as what was the problem in the story? What caused it? How was it solved? What do you think that the characters learned? And do you think they remained friends after that? And in order to do this, a lot of times I like to use a graphic organizer with my friends. I mean, who doesn't like to use a graphic organizer, guys? So let me show you a quick website. We're going to come back to this. But a website that I like is my.hrw.com. And so it's Holt, right? Holt Interactive Graphic Organizers. And so you can see they have like 50 million different organizers that you can use with your students. Ready to go. You can print them out if you want, or you can just use them online with them and fill it out for them where you're screen sharing and they can see it. They've got flow charts, they've got sequence chain charts, they've got Venn diagrams, they have an evaluation pyramid, they have persuasive planners. So pretty much every type of graphic organizer you would want, they have. And I'll show you my typical favorite organizer to use is the Kwl Chart. It's where the student is telling you what they know. So before actually the teacher or SLP introduces the story, you're going to share the topic with them that you will be discussing, and they're going to tell you what they know about that topic. So, with our story that we're going to look at, on Picasso and Matisse, you're going to ask them what they know about art. And you're just going to do like get a general description of what they know on art. And then after the story, you're going to talk about the W within the KWL chart. Before that, before the story, you're going to talk about what you want to learn. So as a student, what do you want to learn about art? What do you think you don't know about it? And then at the end of the story, they're going to talk about what they did learn. So it's just a great way to help children organize their thinking prior to even being introduced to the story so that their mind is in the right spot. So let's go back to our story about when Picasso met Matisse. All right, so I'm just going to play a little clip for you so you can see what it looks like.
Hi, welcome to SAG Foundation's Book Pals StoryLine Online. My name is Eric Close, and today I'm going to be reading When Picasso Met Matisse, written and illustrated by Nina Layden. There once was a young pig named Picasso. While the other piglets rolled in the mud and played games, Picasso painted. He painted anything and everything, and in a most unusual way. At the same time, there once was a young bull named Matisse. Matisse was not like the other bulls. He wasn't interested in bullfighting. Matisse was happy only when he painted pictures. And he painted big, bold, bright pictures. In time, word of Picasso's talent spread throughout the pig provinces. Soon, art-loving pigs from all over lined up to buy his creations.
Okay, so I've been pronouncing this as Matisse. It's Matisse. I just realized. But this, you can see, is just a great resource for you to use with your students. A lot of times, you guys, I do not give the whole story within one period. I break it up. So I will pause the story and have students work on answering questions without. So I'll be asking them questions throughout the story just to make sure that they are engaged and that their attention is focused on this specific story and they're not just, floating away in their mind and not paying any attention. So this is just a great resource that you can also share with the parents or teachers via email. You can share it on Facebook, on Twitter, however you want to do it, but it's great. So for me, a lot of times I'll send the story ahead of time to the student via email so that they're able to have some familiarity with the actual reading that we're going to do and the context. And this is great for students who aren't even able to read yet, for your younger kiddos. And so there's a wide range of books that you can access. You can also subscribe to receive updates from them. This is a free resource, guys. So just put it in your little bank of things to do with your students and enjoy. Okay, take care and have a wonderful rest of the week.